So I wanted to share a couple tips and what to look for today's Fed FOMC meeting, just to make sure that you guys have a better understanding of what to expect. So one of the first things that we want to talk about is when is this Fed meeting and where will it be hosted. I will be live streaming the Fed meeting when it is that they go live. It's going to be at 2 p.m. Eastern time, which is 11 a.m. Arizona time. So you can see my clock right now says it's 7:37 a.m. Just make sure wherever it is that you are, you can compare it to Eastern time. 2 p.m. Eastern time. I'm going to be going live about 10 minutes before the Fed meeting just to make sure that we're all situated in preparation for when that report is released. We can actually see how the market reacts. It's a pretty fun event. It is for free and it's going to be hosted here on my YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe, turn on your post notifications so YouTube alerts you when it is that I go live. One of the things that I also want to make you aware of is that after the Fed meeting at 2, 30 minutes after, Jerome Powell, which is the head of the Federal Reserve, will actually be speaking and pretty much giving guidance for the up and coming potential interest rate hikes. The reason that this is so important is kind of like an earning report, right? They release their earnings and then there's a guidance call shortly after. For the Fed FOMC meeting, they release how much they're going to be raising interest rates this month, but then they have their, Jerome Powell speak for what's to come in the next couple of months. He's going to be answering a couple of questions. Normally, they dodge or he dodges a lot of questions that are very specific due to the uncertainty of, they try to ask him about recessions and stuff like that, which he can't predict the future. But overall, it should be a very interesting Fed meeting because there's a lot on the line for this specific meeting. I wanted to talk about the probability based off of what market analysts think the Fed are going to do. They're saying that there's a 26% chance that the Fed will raise interest rates by a full percentage point. This hasn't been done in a really long time. So again, them raising that much of an aggressive or them raising it that aggressively, not too sure how the market would react to that. They think that there's a 76% chance that the Federal Reserve will actually raise interest rates 0.75%, making it or being one of the main reasons that we're actually seeing the market go up as of right now. The market wants the Fed to take a more aggressive approach as they think that the Federal Reserve is kind of late to fighting inflation since it's gotten so high already. And one of the last things, and then they say that there's a 0% chance that they will actually raise rates less than 0.75%. So anything less than 0.75%, they think that there's a 0% chance. So if the Feds do take that approach, that could probably cause more harm than good based off of the market's reaction. So just make sure that you're aware of that and when it is that they actually announce it. And what I wanted to cover is how much the market is up right now, 7.5% for TQQQ. It's great to see that the market is having a nice little rally right before the Fed meeting, but almost every single time. Look at every previous Fed meeting. Almost every single time that the market rallies right before a Fed meeting, it doesn't play out well for the market. So I'm just telling you, statistically speaking, again, things can always change. But based off of previous patterns in every other Fed meeting, if the market rallies leading up to a report, it almost gives back everything that it gained shortly after. Now we are beginning to see a transition where we're hoping that inflation has peaked. We're hoping that they can, kind of really moderate inflation by raising interest rates. So this time it might be a little bit different, but I just want you to be aware of that so you can look back and do your own due diligence based off of previous patterns. At one point or another, that pattern is going to have to be broken. Maybe it's going to be this one. Again, my job here is just to make you aware of what has happened in the past before based off of, what is currently happening. And I can actually share my screen with you where we are seeing higher highs and higher lows on TQQQ. It's looking very overbought and a lot of pullback potential, especially if things are actually worse than expected, according to what the Federal Reserve ends up reporting. But I don't want to make this video too long. I just wanted to make sure you guys were aware of what our set expectations, kind of like an earnings report, and what's to come in the next couple of hours. So I wanted to make sure that I make you aware of how overbought the market is, so at least you have time to prepare any positions you were trading with. If your positions are positions you're going long in, meaning that you're going to be holding for a long period of time, then again, I really don't see a reason why you would make any adjustments just because the market might sell off or push up for a short period of time. At the end of the day, this video is really more just for traders and making sure that your position size is something that you can tolerate even at worst case scenario. So if you have any questions that you would like to ask me, please click the first link down below. You can message me via Discord and I can answer any questions you might have. I'm going to be busy right before the Fed FOMC live stream, so please make sure that if you have any questions, send me a direct message right now. And again, that's that first link down below. Friendly reminder, I do trade live every morning with our Learn Plan Profit group. If you want to be able to watch me trade live every day and see what it's like, I encourage you to take 2 minutes, click the second link down below and learn a little bit more about our Learn Plan Profit group and see if it's a good fit for you. Reminder, 2 p.m. Eastern time, 11 a.m. Arizona time. We're going to be going live, hosting that live session for the Fed FOMC meeting. So if you want to catch that, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you smash the like button on this video. And of course, make sure that you prepare your position size. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.